The last guest of the silent forest. It all started when I stepped into that ancient, unmapped forest. I was just looking for a shortcut, but after the first 10 steps, I realized the path behind me had simply vanished. The air here was different, cold, heavy, and smelling of damp, rotting wood. I stopped and looked around. The silence was so absolute it made my ears ring. "Hey, is anyone there?" I shouted. But my voice didn't travel. It was swallowed by the thick gray fog. Instead of an answer, I heard a faint, dry laugh from deep within the trees. I tried to comfort myself, whispering, "It's just the wind." But with every step I took, the snap of dry twigs under my feet echoed through the entire woods. I began to feel I wasn't alone. It felt as if someone was right behind me. If I stopped, they stopped. If I moved, they moved. Suddenly, something glinted at my feet. I leaned down and picked it up, an old pocket watch. The glass was shattered, but the hands were still moving. However, they were spinning backward. My skin crawled. I realized then that time itself was lost in this place. I started walking faster, the thumping of my heart echoing in my ears. The fog grew thicker, wrapping around my legs, making every step feel like a struggle. Unexpectedly, I broke into a clearing. In the center stood an old charred tree. Hundreds of small bells hung from its blackened branches. Even though there was no wind, they were chiming incessantly. Each chime made my head throb, erasing my old memories. I tried to remember my name, but my mind was blank. Who am I? How did I get here? I asked myself, but there was no answer. At that moment, a figure emerged from behind the tree. It was tall, thin, and it had no face. It stretched out a hand and began to drift toward me. I tried to run, but my feet were rooted into the ground like lead. As it drew closer, I began to hear its whisper. It didn't speak with a voice, but its thoughts echoed in my brain. "You are part of us now. We have been waiting for you for a long time." I closed my eyes and screamed with everything I had. Instantly, everything changed. The bells stopped. The figure vanished. I was alone again in the dark forest, but I didn't feel fear anymore. Instead, a strange, hollow peace washed over me. I kept walking and walking. I don't know how much time passed. An hour, a year. Time had no meaning here. Finally, I reached the edge of the woods. A road appeared, and I could hear the distant hum of cars. I was free. Overjoyed, I pulled my phone from my pocket and turned on the camera to see my face. But as I looked at the screen, I gasped and dropped the phone. In the reflection, I didn't see my own face. I saw the hollow, faceless silhouette from the forest. I left the forest, but the forest never left me. Now, even when I walk among people, I feel as if I'm still wandering between those dark trees. If you ever find yourself lost and hear the snap of a dry twig behind you, turn back, because the forest is waiting for its next guest, and that guest might be you.